Greetings, community, and welcome to Entropy in Comics. I'm your host, Kevin, and this is Kevin's most anticipated reads tomorrow for New Comic Book Day, 5/13/2026. Appreciate each and every single one of you that cruises on through. I truly do. And from those of you that cruise on in on the live, let's take a moment and say hi. Hey, Las Cruces, I hope you're doing well. Appreciate you, brother. Hope all is well with you. Hey, look at you, Agu. Thumbs up for you, too. Appreciate you. Say, Jag, I hope you're doing well this evening, and I appreciate you stopping in. I know it's a little bit late, but I appreciate all of you that cruise on through. I do. Let's start it off. Let's cruise over and talk about Dynamite. Dynamite is going to give us Space Ghost issue number 11. Here we are 2+ years deep into the Space Ghost story. This is the second volume of David Pepos' Space Ghost. We've received a first volume. We received, I think it was actually a free comic book day or something like that. First started everything off. Then the volume, which was 12 issues. We got an annual out of that thing. We also got a one-shot. We also got this volume that's presently going on. That'll go on to 12 issues. I believe there'll be another annual, and I'm not quite certain after that. I suspect that there'll be something, from my understanding. This completes the 27 committed books that were drawn up as far as a contract between Dynamite and David were concerned. I've been loving this series so much, both for the nostalgic reasoning, but at the same point, it's been giving such gravity to a character that really didn't have a whole lot of true origin in the sense of any real gravity. It was more of a filler between the almost like a Saturday morning type cartoons that were coming on. These type of formats have been going on for years. The difference between this format and others that are utilizing a cartoon format to introduce other cartoons in the cartoon that was a format that used an introduction to our cartoons grew in itself to be a cult favorite. Along it was standing on the shoulders of something that was pre-existing, and tying it all together, here we are with a spectacular story given to us by David, coupled by some great art. And what we're getting is something that is hard to put down in the sense of even making the consideration of not buying this on the regular and picking this up on the monthly. I truly been enjoying Space Ghost for one, its promptness. It's been on every time, every month. Two, giving such an in-depth storyline, and such a storyline that really touches the heart and the soul and really captivates the reader. And it gives, like I said, I guess some validation of what they were looking at as a kid and not really knowing, and the present storyline pre-existing is just all tying together into one fabulous storyline. Space Ghost issue number 11 coming out on 5/13/2026. I highly recommend for anybody, new reader, old reader, nostalgic reading, just trying something different new. I highly recommend this, definitely for you. Moving on from Dynamite, and let's cruise over and talk about some Marvel books. Marvel is going to go ahead and first give off with the Amazing Spider-Man Venom Torment Origin Story. This is the Amazing Spider-Man / Venom Death Spiral Body Count issue number 1, which is a one-shot. Yeah, it's a mouthful. That stated, what we're really going to get here is a good, my understanding, chunk of the Torment story. What we're receiving here is not only Torment's origin, but kind of motivation behind what's been going on and why he's been so focused on this inner circle of individuals that he's been targeting. I'm looking forward to this book. It's not my top, up there, but I'm just saying it's up there. I really been enjoying this. I know where this is leading towards the summer, and I know after this, between this symbiote stuff, Dylan coming back as Codex, Spoiler. Also, all this stuff that's happening with Hela and Noel's coming back, it's all eventually, to my understanding, coming to a head somewhere around November, December. Yeah, I'm looking not far down the road. Just saying. Amazing Spider-Man / Venom Death Spiral Body Count issue number 1 coming out on 5/13/2026. Let's cruise out from that. Talk about Black Cat issue number 10. Okay, I'm really behind in books. I have like 3 months of books behind me that I've yet to read. I'm trying. Been a little preoccupied by a lot of things of late. My point of that being with this whole Black Cat thing is I'm only on issue number 7. I do know that Mary Jane came in and she's trying to help out Black Cat as much as she can. Black Cat is not only suffering from a severe identity crisis, trying to be the good girl, but at the same point, realizing she's been always the same person that she has been, and all she's done is ruffled a bunch of feathers. Mary Jane has came in to help her, and where it goes from there, which was only on issue 7, not quite sure how it blows up to where we're at in issue 10, but I'm still looking forward to it. Moving on from that, let's cruise over to talk about Doctor Strange issue number 6. Kind of the same scenario, along with a few other books that I'm going to be talking about. I'm back on issue number 4 with the Doctor Strange. What I do know is that Angela is helping him, but she has no empathy, no compassion, no nothing for his whole journey and what he's been going through and what he has to go through to go. She's on a main objective, and now that she has other angels that are now giving up their lives and are at stake, and now it's getting a little more personal. And I think that's where we're at here. Doctor Strange issue number 6, definitely looking forward to. Let's move on from that. Talk about Noel issue number 5. This is the end. Well, what I mean by that is this is the end of the series. Noel issue number 5 is really a story about Hela and how she essentially stole his power. So to regain his power and status, he had to go ahead and obtain different type of power, which changed his whole status. Here we are with Noel conquering the light, like for light dimension. It's like you basically conquered this forbidden light dimension thing. He stole all that power, and now he's going to go in, and looks like he's going to eventually end up heading towards Earth. That's what it looks like the storyline is going in, and that's what I'm saying. I see where a lot of this is headed, not only towards the summer, but a little bit after into the fall. Let's move on from Noel issue number 5, which turns them all white, and let's talk about, whoa, I actually got that book. This was the cover that I was looking for, and I think this is probably going to be the hot cover when it comes to Noel issue number 5. Just saying. This is those Magic the Gathering covers. Some of them are pretty sick. Let's move out from the Noel issue number 5, talk about the Mortal Thor issue number 10. Yeah, I really been digging about the series. Is here we are having Thor contending with issues that he's never contended with before because he was always a god and knew it. Now that he really is mortal and doesn't give a hell, he's doing a lot more brutality than I've ever seen before. That ended when I ended up with issue number 8 that I just finished. So I'm back on 9 now, and which leads to 10. I am looking forward to reading these things back to back and an unboxing thus far. Which will show you issue number 9, which then I can read 10. Just saying. So Mortal Thor issue number 10 coming out tomorrow, which, yeah, this story has been really awesome. Any Thor fan would really love this series. Highly recommend. This is pretty awesome. And the way Loki's been playing with them all this time, and the fact that he's mortal is because of Loki. He stabbed 2 people in the back. I'm still getting over this. Anyways, Mortal Thor, issue number 10, coming out on 5/13/2026. Let's move on from that, talk about Spectacular Spider-Man, Brand New Day, issue 1 of 5. What we're having here is a story that goes back, meaning they call it a brand new day, but it's a brand new day in the past. We're getting a story with Punisher and Kingpin, and it's more of a kind of a filler gap of things that kind of transpired and what is happening at the same time. But really, I'm looking forward to jumping in this to kind of get a better understanding. I'm not a massive Punisher, but the way things have been working out, with Kingpin and Punisher, it just seemed like an awesome story. I love the writing team. The art looks awesome. Just saying. Spider-Man, Brand New Day, issue number 1 of 5. Let's move out from that and talk about the last Marvel issue that's coming out in 2013. 513, 2026. Yeah. That I'll be looking forward to reading, which is the Ultimate Endgame issue number 4. This is Endgame stuff. And it is evident, and it's been talked about, and it's been on all those Marvel previews have been coming out, how those boxes are going to be the forefront of what we're going to be talking about throughout all the summer when it comes to these powers, what Miles Morales is going to be dealing with. Everyone's going to be after all new, seemingly, characters that have powers that we've seen before, but with new individual faces. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing how this works out. Basically, we're getting more Ultimate Universe type stuff bleeding into our universe, and it's more evident with this Ultimate Endgame issue number 4 coming out on tomorrow. Just saying, it kind of paves the way for more of this cosmic-y, not cosmic, the what's it called, cube. Anyways, highly recommended. If you've been reading anything with all this Endgame stuff, this is a must read. Ultimate Endgame issue number 4. Let's move over and talk to and about some Marvel's books. Marvel Image. God, my brain ain't working. All right, here we go. Waking up. Let's start off with the first Image book that I'm looking forward to reading, which is World Tree. God dang it, I didn't even write down the number. What is it? Someone feed me line. World Tree has been not necessarily dropping on the regular, but it's been regularly awesome. What we're getting in this issue is Fear has been causing havoc. She has been the one that has been terrorizing all of our mortal world, and he's been coming from this dark web, underweb. It's a web of its own, always been there. We didn't discover it as much or invent it as much as we just discovered it and then let it bleed into our world. I've really been digging World Tree and all its possibilities. It's more of a Black Mirror type story, and it's just been freaking the hell out of me out because of how awesome it is. I do also see this possibly coming a one of those Netflix type stuff. And World Tree issue number 20 is coming out on 5/13. It's not necessarily you could just jump right into. You would have to go ahead and pick up all the trades to get into this thing. If you're into this, almost like, well, it's now not apocalyptic, but this post-technology, apocalyptic technology world where we had to go ahead and get rid of it because it was infiltrating our life and starting to take over in a manifested way, in a physical form that wasn't good for anyone. It's just corrupting everybody, causing them to do some of the worst things, heinous things imaginable, and it's all technology driven. World Tree is definitely one of those sick and twisted stories that is a must read for me, brought to you by those Tiny Onion people. And yeah, James is doing a wonderful job with a lot of his books he's been doing late. The World Tree is just one of those I can't put down. World Tree, issue number 20. After what, 4 years now, I think this book's been coming out. 5/13/2026. Let's move out. Talk about another Image book, which is Transformers issue number 2. This is a new era. We're basically the Energon universe volume 3, if you want to call it that. This is the 3rd year into this. After I started with every free comic book day, it's the 3rd year or second, anyways, 3rd free comic book day this comes out. First book after that. This sets precedent of everything that's transpiring. It's a whole new era, like I said before, and with the mask coming out soon, this starts off more, let's call it branches off of the tree of the Energon universe. I'm looking forward to just maintaining on the first 3 and seeing where it goes from there. I am getting the mask, see how that evolves. I do know that there'll be a few other ones that will be coming out as a miniseries. Try not to get too deep, but yeah, this Energon universe has not only been awesome, but I've been loving how everything is now a crossover. I knew it was going to be, and here we are with everyone kind of know about each other, the robots and Cobra and G.I. Joe. The only ones we yet to see show their face is anyone from the whole Void Rivals, which I assume is going to end up going from Void Rivals over to Transformers and somehow bleeding from there over to here. Probably end up getting some refugees or people that are exodusing from the ring, and that's probably what we'll end up seeing that crossover coming in, I predict, within the next 2 months. Let's move out from the Transformers issue number 32, whole new era, Energon Universe, to talk about Tigress Island. Issue number 3 is 6-8 time for the girls. This has been an interesting blend of both story and risque art. It's been fun to read. Don't take it too serious, but it's been really enjoyable and unique as a storyline. The art's definitely pretty vibrant in your face. And it's, I don't know, it's, if you're into this kind of almost cheesy Bondish, James Bondish type stories, it's fun. It's cool. So yeah, these girls are now escaping from their harem type thing, and they're looking to try to break out. It's that time. Let's see what happens with these girls and how they make way. Tigress Island, issue number 3, coming out for both you and me. I got my copy. Move out from that. Let's talk about Geiger, issue number 23. I've really been enjoying this series. Hey, Ian, how you do? Hope all is well with you. Appreciate you stopping by. And yeah, Geiger 23. We're getting more of also a crossing over and more understanding of a timeline, how things are being affected by Geiger's decision. I am, again, 2 issues, back. So I need to read issue, 3 issues, actually, 21, 2, and 3. 23 coming out tomorrow. I've really been enjoying this series. This has been so awesome. I've really been enjoying what Jeff Johns doing with this whole universe, Ghost Machine universe, and I can't get enough. My only complaint right now is, unfortunately, the first 2.5 years that it came out, meaning this whole Ghost Machine universe was really solid in the sense of it was punctual, everything was coming out on time. Now, due to obvious reasons of production, things are not as punctual as they used to be. That doesn't mean that they're any less enjoyable. It's just that we're not getting them as often as we used to. I'm looking forward to getting my copy of issue 23, and I've had to wait, a little bit later, and same thing with Brooke, and the same thing with a few of these books, but hey, makes it that much more enjoyable, just saying. Geiger, issue number 23. Can't wait. Moving on from that, let's talk about Department of Truth, issue number 37. Here we are 5 years deep into the storyline, and yeah, initially it started out as just kind of a way to look at some of the stories that we always kind of entertain in our mind, and here they were on paper, or hinted to some of the things that we've heard in the past. But we've now established a serious storyline of conspiracies, and also who's controlling these conspiracies and for what reason. It's kind of the whole blue against red type situation of Russia and all this. Moreover, what we're really getting is a lot of infighting of late, and individuals that want to go ahead and create their own narrative, or they want the world and their idea to be, which goes back to some of the premise of what the original storyline was, is the world is kind of what you make it. So not trying to make it a physical manifestation, but overall trying to hammer in an overall point, I think is the goal that what the Tiny Onion people are trying to do as the story progresses. Department of Truth, issue number 37, more for me is not necessarily just telling a story at this point as much as it's hammering in points and insinuating some of the things that has not only happened in the past, but presently. Enjoying the series for not only what it is, but what it's been hinting at. Just saying, it's been awesome. Really enjoying what they're doing, both in a direct and indirect way. Department of Truth is, in my opinion, for those that want to read something a little bit more deeper, and definitely as an onion, it has multiple layers of how you want to go ahead and interpret certain things and how you want to view them. Department of Truth is kind of a must read for those individuals that really want to entertain a lot of ideas, but don't want to get too serious about any one of them. Just saying. But hey, none of those were my blue light special this week. My blue light special for this week, God, where is it? Is Dork, issue number 4. What I've been enjoying about the series is initially it was my Blue Light special on issue number 1. And I was just looking forward to seeing a little more comical version, an animated version of what I've already pre-existently been enjoying from the series Barbaric. A series of Barbaric has this barbarian wielding an axe, and he's cursed and compelled to do the right thing in the most brutal of ways. Dork is just trying to live his own life, and being that he's kind of stuck between the existence of two factions that are just taking a whole lot way to the extreme level, he's trying to find that middle ground and just live his own life. I really been enjoying a lot of the things that it's been pointing at to on a political, social, economic, uh, uh, racial, just status. So many different levels in which that the fingers get pointed and how things can be interpreted and how things are actually explained in the storyline of this half dwarf, half orc individual just trying to find the best way to go ahead and live his own life, even though no one wants the existence of this individual. So interesting. Dork has been really not only just enjoyable, but at times lovable and then relatable. So I don't know. I really been enjoying the storyline. It's my most anticipated read, and I'm just looking forward to jumping into not only issue number 4, but every successive issue, which I believe is up to issue number 6 as this full completed miniseries. Yeah, I can't get enough, and I'm looking forward to every month after. For those of you that cruise on in the live, let's take a moment and say thank you for arriving. I thank you, Agu. I truly do. And Ian, man, thanks, man. Appreciate you being here. For Las Cruces and Jag, my Stevie heavies that always hang out with me and just support me. I appreciate you. Truly. I mean, without you guys, I would have very little support and always collapsing. Just saying. You guys are awesome. Hey, and that's it for me. That's it.